Hi, my name is Laken Ganoe. I'm a PhD student at the University of Rhode Island in Dr. Gerber's lab. I'm working in collaboration with Rhode Island Department of Environmental Management, studying fisher across the state of Rhode Island. So we get a lot of people asking us, what is a fisher? A lot of people have never seen a fisher in their life. And I like to explain them as being a small otter that lives in the trees. So they're in the weasel family. So they're very long, skinny animals. They've got a really long tail. They're super fluffy. They're dark brown, and they like to spend their time in the trees. So you might hear them called fisher cats here because they kind of do look like a cat, but they're not a cat, they're a weasel. So part of our project is super exciting because we actually get to catch fishers and hold them in our hands whenever they're asleep. We put them asleep for a little bit, and we put collars on them, similar to what you would put on your dog or your cat, but these collars have special technology that allows us to track where these animals are going. So we get GPS points of where that animal has been all around the area where we caught them. So we end up trapping them in the winter time, and we fit them with these collars, we let them go, they go do their thing, and we get the data, and we're able to see how are these fishers living around our humans in Rhode Island. So once the GPS collars are out on our animals and they're running all around, we're able to track them using a receiver, and this is called a Yagi. And so similar to how you would get connection, like an internet connection or your cable connection on your TV, we're able to use that to connect to those collars. So we're able to put in whatever frequency or the number that is associated with that collar, and you can hear this nice beep. That means that the fisher's really close. And so the louder the beep, the closer the fisher. And that's how we're able to walk in on them and then pull that data off of their collar. So today we're going to go out and look for fishers. So right now, we're pulling the data off of FO1, so our first female's collar. And we do this remotely, so it sends a signal through the air and then it connects to this device, and we're able to pull all of her GPS points off so we can see where she's been for the past couple weeks. Probably about 300 meters, if not less. Hard to tell with the veg how good a signal we're getting to. But yeah, if she's up in a tree, she's probably about 300 meters. So usually during the day, they'll just hang out on a branch way up high in a tree, and you'll never know they're even there. So we also use trail cameras to study our fishers here in Rhode Island. Mainly because they're very secretive. You usually would never see one during the daytime, occasionally maybe running across the road, but typically they're out at night. During the day they kind of just hang out in the trees and sleep most of the day. So we were able to use these trail cameras, and we put a scent lure on a tree across from the trail camera, and they'll come in to smell it and we'll get a picture of them. So we're able to see if the fisher is there or if they're not there, and we're able to lay that over the state of Rhode Island and see what areas fishers are using and what areas they're not. Fishers are a very important part of the ecosystem here in Rhode Island. A long time ago, they were chased out of the state by people, and they finally started coming back to the state in the 1980s. and now they're pretty much everywhere in Rhode Island. And so they play a crucial role in our ecosystem by managing our small mammal populations like rabbits, squirrels, and chipmunks. Fisher also keep a lot of other animals in check, like coyotes, bobcats, foxes, because they eat similar things. And so with the fisher eating rabbits and mice and chipmunks, just like the other carnivores in Rhode Island, they end up keeping those populations in check. So we have a healthy ecosystem. And so that's why it's super important for us to study fishers here in Rhode Island, so we learn a little bit more about them and how we can keep them here and keep our ecosystem healthy. I really do love my work. I've been fascinated with fishers since I was 12 years old, and I saw my first one from an archery stand in Pennsylvania, and I had no idea what it was. And so this is kind of a dream come true for me to work with this species and be able to handle them and see what they're doing in this ecosystem where they live. So I really love all aspects of my job, even the times when I'm just sitting in the lab going over data. It's still super fascinating to learn about these critters and where they fit into Rhode Island.
And she's somewhere in there.